الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. This is the fourth day and we are now discussing a value which is so essential for two reasons. The first one is that she is very badly understood by Muslims and people of other faiths, and at the same time it's a central, essential notion and value in Islam. And this is the notion of jihad. We translate jihad by effort, and this is exactly the root of the word. Jahada means effort, but it means more than that. In fact, it has to do with resistance. It has to do with resistance and reform. Resistance towards what we have in ourselves, which is the dark side of our being. Our love for power, our love for money, our dark temptations that we all know when it comes to violence and when it comes to being greedy. All these dimensions are within us, and we know, coming from the very essence of Islam, that our first resistance should be towards our own self, to try to be a better person, to try to improve our being and to be much more connected to God in this process. And at the same time, it has to do with reforming ourselves and trying to nurture in ourselves everything which has to do with the enlightened dimension of our being, when it comes to generosity, when it comes to praying, when it comes to serving humanity. This jihad is essential. This is the very meaning of Islam. And we should understand that when Allah is talking to us in the Quran, He's asking us to come to Him through this. وَجَاهِدُوا فِي اللَّهِ حَقَّ جِهَادِ. So you have to perform this resistance, the very meaning of it, to come close to Allah. And at the same time, it has to do with the way we are experiencing our life, when it is said in the Quran, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا هَلْ أَدُلُّكُمْ عَلَى تِجَارَةٍ تُنْجِيكُمْ مِنْ عَذَابٍ أَلِيمٍ تُؤْمِنُونَ بِاللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ وَتُجَاهِدُونَ فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ بِأَمْوَالِكُمْ وَأَنفُسِكُمْ. Meaning, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us about teaching us the very meaning of this trade in this life, to preserve, to prevent us from experiencing the punishment at the end. And it means to believe in God, to believe in His messenger, and then to be involved in this jihad with our being and with our goods, with everything in our life. This is jihad, and it has to do with ourselves. It has to do with our heart. And there is multiple dimensions to jihad. There is the intellectual jihad when it comes to getting knowledge. It has to do with our heart when we are purifying our heart. It has to do with our life within our family, the jihad within the family when we are protecting our marriage or protecting our family, the social jihad when it comes to dealing with poverty and everything which has to do with marginalization, corruption. This is the social jihad, jihad against racism. All these types of jihad are part of our spiritual journey as Muslims. It's essential, it's the beginning, and it should be everywhere. And as you are fasting, as we are fasting, this is a jihad which is so essential, because with the jihad of fasting, we become better Muslims, better believers, and we are trying to purify our heart, our mind, and our way of dealing with poor people, needy people, and our fellow human beings, inshallah. Remember to remain positive, to trust God and to trust yourself, and to take good care of yourself, and to tell the people you love that you love them, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.